DIYer behind lemon-thistle.com, and today I am going to talk to you about eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is something that I use in my home decor all the time. And because I use it all the time, I get a ton of questions about it, and so I thought that I would pop in and make a video to answer all the questions that I get asked regularly. Before we get started, if you have not yet subscribed, I would so love if you did that below so you don't miss out on any more DIY or home decor videos. The first question that I get asked all the time is, what kind of eucalyptus do you use? And honestly, I use a few different kinds, so I got the 3 different kinds that I use the most to show you, as well as one other one that I really do love, but I don't find all that often at the stores that I frequent. And those 3 kinds that I see the most often are the silver dollar, the true blue, and the seeded eucalyptus here. And this one here is called the willow eucalyptus, and it has the longer kind of skinny leaves here. So when you hear eucalyptus, you're probably going to think of this one here. This is the classic eucalyptus that we've seen forever. The true blue, it has a really beautiful fragrance. And so of course I really love that one. I love how dusty blue almost the leaves are here. The other one that you've probably seen a lot of, especially in home decor magazines lately, is this silver dollar eucalyptus. This one became really popular in the last few years on Pinterest, and because of that, the price of it has actually gone up. It's really beautiful in floral arrangements or for home decor, and it has the larger leaves here, so it really kind of stands out. You'll see one stem of it is pretty big, so you can kind of do a larger arrangement with this, or you can take one of the smaller pieces and put it in a vase, which I quite often do in smaller spaces, like on open shelving for styling. That one is probably my favorite, but because it's so popular, sometimes it's hard to track down, and it also can be a little bit more expensive. The true blue is really great as well, but I do find it's a little bit harder to style in home decor because it's so long for what it is. But I have used this definitely in home decor and room tours. I'll maybe add some pictures of that for you. The one that I have found is the easiest to track down and find, as well as the most affordable, is this seeded eucalyptus here. It's called seeded eucalyptus because it has these seed pods here, and because it has those seed pods, when those kind of open, they turn into these more open, dark seed pods here, and you get little seeds all over your surface. So just be aware of that. It does drop seeds a little bit. The other thing that I would say about this, even though it is more affordable, is it doesn't last quite as long. The silver dollar and the true blue, you'll get a couple weeks out of them. This one here, I find sometimes it'll only do a week, which can be kind of a pain if you want it for home decor. This one is cool because it has these pods. It's great for visual interest, and I love it in arrangements because it will kind of like sit down low and fill out this space with all of these seed pods. But you can see this branch right here is about a week old, and it's starting to dry and be crispy. And then this one here I bought today, and you can see how much nicer it is. But this happens in a week, even with water. So that's something to keep in mind. The willow eucalyptus, I honestly haven't had this too much, but the florist told me that you can expect a similar lifespan of the seeded eucalyptus and this willow one. You might be thinking that these look a little bit muted or kind of sagey compared to what you've seen in home decor for eucalyptus. And that is because some people like to use preserved eucalyptus, and preserved eucalyptus has a much more vibrant, like darker green to it. I'll find a picture. I know that I Spy DIY uses it in her home decor quite often because I can see that the color is quite a bit different. And so preserved eucalyptus is not found at a florist like these ones are here, but it's found at a craft store like Michael's. So I buy all my eucalyptus from a florist. Like I said before, I sometimes find that I can order it through a grocery store florist, but I do have a favorite florist in town that almost always stocks it, so I usually head there and I just buy it by the stem. And I know in some larger cities, there's even bunches of eucalyptus that you can get at a grocery store, which is pretty rad. We don't have that here. I would love that. These ones, of course, you can see this is how big a stem is, but the seeded eucalyptus and the silver dollar eucalyptus, the stems are usually quite big, so you can kind of break it down and get a couple smaller arrangements from just one stem. The other thing that I want to point out is dried eucalyptus. I posted once that I love to buy eucalyptus because even as it dries out, it's still beautiful. And that is true, but I've found since then that sometimes it'll brown on me when it dries, and I don't love that look. So I asked the florist about it, and she said that it will brown more often if it is in water. If you actually keep it out of water, then it will dry, and it will retain most of its green color. So what I've been doing is pulling it out of the water when it starts to get a little bit crispy like this, and then it kind of stays that green color for quite a bit longer. It doesn't dry perfect, honestly, and some stems just don't dry well at all, but some of them dry really beautifully. We have a bouquet of eucalyptus in our laundry room that has been there for over a year, and it still looks really nice. So I think it's just hit and miss. Alright, well, I hope that has answered some of your questions that you sent me on eucalyptus. If you are looking for more specifics, then feel free to pop those in the comments below. But it is really beautiful for home decor. I love the color of green, how it's a little bit softer and not so bright and vibrant. And it smells really good too. So even though it is a little bit trendy now, I don't see myself giving it up anytime soon. If you have a favorite kind of eucalyptus that you like to use in your home, I'd love if you shared with me which one that is and what you love about it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more DIY or home decor videos. See you next time.